In my previous video I analyzed how and why Kiss's 80s music has little to no bass guitar. The video received a lot of comments, so I decided to go back and do some extra research, and I found out there is a number of songs where Gene Simmons, Kiss's bass player, did not perform at all. And we're not talking about obscure and forgotten songs, but about the biggest hits the band has produced since the release of Destroyer in 1976. Swapping the instruments wasn't that common in the early years of Kiss. Though in a few songs, like Parasites, Getaway and Rock Bottom for example, for some reason was lead guitarist Ace Frehley who recorded the bass parts. But towards the end of the decade the band started to disintegrate, and Paul and Gene, the main writers, were no longer working together in the studio, but started composing and recording separately. So here's a list of 10 hit songs by Kiss where Gene Simmons did not play bass on. Number 10. Love Gun. One of Kiss's most recognizable bass lines, the title track of their 1977 release, was written by lead singer Paul Stanley, who also recorded bass on the final version. According to Paul, the song came to him in its entirety on a plane back to New York, and as soon as he landed, he rushed into a studio with a session drummer to record a demo. Number 9. Tears Are Falling. As we already know, it's Paul Stanley who wrote the song and recorded the bass part. By the mid-80s, Gene was busy acting, and Paul did pretty much all the work on most of their music. Number 8. Who Wants to Be Lonely. The second single from the Animalize album was written by Paul and producer Jean Beauvoir. Beauvoir played bass on the track and also on the two other singles of the album, Thrills in the Night and All Night. So all the singles of this album were recorded without the official bass player. 1984, the year Animalize came out, is the year of Gene Simmons' Hollywood debut Runaway. Number 7. Every Time I Look at You from the Revenge album. The bass line on this power ballad and last single of the album was provided by lead guitarist Bruce Kulick. Number 6. The Oath. The song from their much-discussed concept album Music from the Elder was written by Paul Stanley and features guitarist Ace Frehley on bass guitar. Number 5. Psycho's Circus. The title track of the 1998 Reunion album has only one member of the band playing on it. Of course, it's Paul Stanley. Bass was recorded by Bruce Kulick, who was still working with Kiss despite not being a full-time member anymore. The lead guitar part was played by Tommy Thayer, who would become Kiss's lead guitarist a few years later, and session player Kevin Valentine was behind the drums on all the tracks except for one. As a matter of fact, track number 4, Into the Void, is the only track on this album where the 4 original members have performed together. Number 4. Forever. This beautiful ballad from the 1989 Hot in the Shade album sees again Bruce Kulick on bass. The song, released on January 5, 1990, was co-written by Paul Stanley and Michael Bolton. It was their most successful single in the United States since Beth 13 years earlier. Number 3. Creatures of the Night. The title track of their 1982 release has a very cool bass line that requires a lot of speed and picking accuracy. The duty was performed by nothing less than Toto bass player Mike Porcaro. As a bonus, drummer Eric Carr played bass on I Still Love You. It's another ballad where Gene chose not to appear. My theory? Gene doesn't like ballads.
Well, I do. How about you sing that song? You're a girl. I want to sing guy stuff.
Yeah, I understand that.
Thank you.
Number 2. Shandy. Another iconic song where not all the original members performed. Things were really bad with drummer Peter Criss, who despite being credited, didn't play in any of the songs of the 1980 released Unmasked. The bass guitar on Shandy was played by Tom Harper, who was a roadie for the band. Also, Gene did not perform on Talk to Me, Two Sides of the Coin and Torpedo Girl, where the bass is played by Ace. Also on Tomorrow and Easy As It Seems, the bass was recorded by Paul. That makes it 6 tracks without the official bass player, and 3 of them are singles. Number 1. I Was Made for Loving You. Yes, the one hit, the biggest track Kiss ever released, does not feature the God of Thunder on bass. The disco-inspired bass line was once again played by lead singer Paul Stanley, who also co-wrote the song with world-famous songwriter Desmond Child. Thank you very much for watching, don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Instagram. Also leave a comment and let me know if you want me to make more videos like this.